YouTube, what up? Welcome to another edition of Wrestling with Watts, and I'm Watts. We're talking about AJ Lee today. AJ Lee, this past Friday night on SmackDown in Chicago, made her triumphant return after 10 plus years of being out of action. Sometimes, as a wrestler's wrestler, especially somebody like her, especially somebody like a CM Punk, somebody like Bret Hart, it really hurts when you gotta take your ball and walk away, whether it's due to injuries, whether it's because of respect, whether it's because you're just burnt out and you just need time away. A lot of times it hurts the wrestler more than it hurts the fans, for lack of a better term. So AJ Lee returning, it was kind of like poetic justice. It was cool to see her. I can't really say that I'm the biggest AJ Lee fan, because when her and Caitlyn was feuding, I was a Caitlyn fan. I was a Caitlyn stan for obvious reasons, but but it was cool. She made her return after Becky Lynch put hands on her husband, CM Punk. As a woman, you don't put hands on another woman's husband. You know what I'm saying? You don't play like that. We don't do that over here. So it was kind of obvious that AJ Lee was gonna eventually return. They didn't really make it much of a secret, especially given the fact that it was so many people of importance on this past Friday night SmackDown. We had Brock Lesnar, CM Punk was there, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch. You kind of had to imagine that that's what was going to happen. But my question to y'all are, how long is this going to last? Like, is she here? I don't think she'd be here in a full-time position, but is she part-time? Is this just a one and done? Does she plan to at least have like a 1-year run? I think that she's probably going to have a little short run. I don't think that it's just a one-off. And I mainly feel that way because she was carrying Becky Lynch's Intercontinental Championship to the back. So you can imagine at WrestlePalooza, both titles might end up being on the line. It might be Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins versus AJ Lee and CM Punk. Winner takes all, World Championship, Intercontinental Championship. And I don't see CM Punk and AJ Lee getting a W just yet, because I don't see that title coming off of Seth Rollins. Now, with Becky Lynch is a little subjective. I think that her coming off that title would be cool eventually, but I don't mind seeing Becky Lynch have a lengthy run with that championship neither. My original plan, when I was doing my little fantasy booking, was for Rhea Ripley to take the title off of her. You know, kind of like when Roman Reigns. I'm sweating a little. I apologize, y'all. The lights is right on me, but I can see like a situation like when Roman Reigns was winning mid-card championships for that short amount of time, you know, for obvious research purposes and things of that magnitude. But that was my original plan. But now that AJ Lee is in the fold, Nikki Bella is still in the fold too somewhere, so there's that. It could possibly end up being some sort of triple threat situation going on, because I'm 100% sure Nikki Bella is not going to just walk away from the Intercontinental title hunt as well. So that also stirs some things up as well. But this is probably going to go down at WrestlePalooza more than likely. This is a new PLE. Also, first PLE on ESPN Plus, so you already know they're going to try to pull out all the stops. They're going to try to have big names. They're going to try to have moments. I will be pirating, by the way, just so we're clear. Pirating will be taking place, especially in this household. I don't know what y'all thought. I don't know what y'all heard, but overall, AJ Lee coming back, it's cool for the women's division, you know, because we hear a lot of talk about Nikki Bella being one of the pioneers, but one of those pipe bombs that AJ Lee threw 10 years ago, that was a little bit of a catalyst to what was going on as well. And the stuff that she did with Paige, and then she didn't really get to see what it ended up turning into. Well, she seen it, but she didn't get to be a part of it. So it'll be cool to see certain interactions. It'll be cool to see her interact with a Roxanne Perez. It'll be cool to see her interact with Jade Cargill, Bianca, Charlotte, Charlotte, that'll be fly. Like if we could get an AJ Lee versus Charlotte match before she packs it up, that would be fly. Like there's so many possibilities and so many dream match scenarios that can come about depending on whether or not AJ Lee is going to stay for good. Is she going to have a backstage role? Is she going to do like the general manager thing she was doing when she was in the E? There's so many possibilities of what could happen. So Real Spill, I'm not gonna lie, I am excited to see what happens. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is AJ Lee here for good? Is she coming back? Is she full-time, part-time? Like, what you think? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm hot. I'm out. Peace.